painless, can't nobody play me. I kill everything innately. At the helm of the mothership of drip, you can see me leaking. Shh, be quiet, a real speaking. Voice of God, every word I jot, feel the spirit breathing. Best new artist, but the way I cook, very seasoned. Everything around me moving, like bachata. Usher told me do it my way, Frank Sinatra. Been a shotter, been locked in with my cotters. Now I got them raving how I'm big on lines. Hello, Denata. Sheesh. On God, I'm a dog, bro. Need a clergy collar, dodging fleas from you, dog. Adversely, I affect a demon with this God flow. Then put out my queen and yell out bravo. Yeah, we on baby number quattro. Yeah, my whole crib look like a art show. Yeah, pockets on avocado. I'm like a bird. Let me fly away, Nelly for.
The rain is falling. The fans are soaked. But here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now ETN to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Look at this Baltimore defense. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And how about that last play? Did you see how quickly they got to the ball? Caused a loss of yardage? Yeah, that play shows exactly why their ranking is justified.
And now they're just hoping to see more of that. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. They go play action with Lawrence. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Throwing is Jackson. Got a man that's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward. But they kick it here, and it's good. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now Lamar changing the play. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at this Jaguar defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Play action. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
2nd and 2. 1st down marker at the 8. Out quickly here to Smith and Jigba. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
The tackle made back at the 13-yard line.
And now they'll shift things around. They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Jaguars are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Lamar Jackson. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Footing always a concern, but the extra points have been good. And now make the score 14-0. They'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On play action, Lawrence. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Jalen Waddle, 50 yards. And the Jaguars get a bit closer. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
26-yard line.
2nd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
Here's Hardman to return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try to put some pressure on the defense. Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On third down, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They're going on fourth down. Lawrence. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's Jackson to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, in a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick six, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Here's 2nd and 10. Barkley inside handoff. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And a lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Jacorian Bennett has it, and the Ravens will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Jackson. And this one complete to Smith. 2nd catch for him today. Running up the 1st down. And defensively, though, in zone coverage there, you have to be a little careful. You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone.
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. A give to Barkley out of the gun. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Jackson going to shift him around.
Baltimore, 1st down. 1st down and goal to go.
Barkley will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. Koo for the extra point.
Youngway Koo lining up for the point after.
And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Lawrence to throw. And that's complete to ETN out of the backfield. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
First down, Jaguars.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And Chark goes in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Lawrence to throw. He's got a man, complete. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
First down, Jacksonville.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Lawrence. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick 6. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they've got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And he's got Smith-Njigba. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
Jackson.
39-yard line.
A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Second down and a yard. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. No surprise this offense would be able to convert. They're currently second in the league in first downs, and they pick up one here.
Yeah, not a stat that we talk about a heck of a lot, but it's a vital one. And in this case, it's really vital because what does it do? Keeps their defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest.
Now Jackson on first down. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively, and it's second down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
This is Smith with a grab. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Another try for Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Saquon Barkley. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And we're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got... Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
At the 43-yard line.
On 1st down, Lawrence. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
We changed it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got Smith here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big pickup of 38.
And the Baltimore 1st down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Lawrence throwing quickly out for Chark. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up second down. On second down, a run with Etienne. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Lawrence will throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he probably is told that you don't want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 143 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Oh, and that is incomplete.
He hasn't been sacked all game, and there's an example as to why. Evaded the pressure, got out of the pocket, but even with the extra time, it doesn't translate into a completion.
On second down, Jackson. This is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Jackson Smith and Jigba, 26 yards. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Lawrence. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll run out of the gun, and this is going to be a reverse here. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. for it. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up,
then you're in trouble.
Yeah, they're giving points to the other team at that stage. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Lawrence going to get this to Etienne. Breaks through the contact, and he's taken down inside the 30. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They run the option left with Lawrence. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Lawrence. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Jags get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Carlson now to add the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
56, Jaguars 24.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Go, take it to the house.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Jackson on 1st down. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 41-yard line.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
To throw again is Jackson. Going right back to Smith and Jigba. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Throwing is Jackson. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Jaguars are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
At their own 5-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Lawrence from his end zone. And that's complete ETN out of the backfield. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. To throw from his end zone, Lawrence on the slant. This is Chark, and he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Jaguars.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. Loose inside the 30. McCole Hardman. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Jacksonville.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Jags will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Lawrence to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
A shotgun snap and again to ETN. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now Lawrence. Screenplay. Here's ETN. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now Lawrence on first down. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On second down, here's Lawrence. Open man is Waddle, complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. And what are the whistles for? A timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. On third down, here's ETN. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
A 33-yard attempt.
And the kick here is good, so add 3 to the total. But they're still coming up well short, and that is how this one comes to an end. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season.